Are you busy today? Does your brain feel twisted with all the work and noise? Do you believe your brain can still grow and change, even if you're 70 or 80 years old? It can. Each new thought and each small lesson can make your brain stronger. This idea comes from a powerful book, The Brain That Changes Itself, by Norman Doidge. It's full of real stories of people who trained their brains to recover from stroke, fight memory loss, and even learn new skills at any age. And today, I'll share some of the best lessons from that book with you. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a brain that remembers names, stays calm when life is hard, and learns English faster. There was a woman named Cheryl who spent 5 years feeling like she was falling. She could not stand still, could not walk without holding on to the wall. Doctors said there was no way to fix it. Then she tried a small device that sent tiny signals to her tongue. For the first time, she stood straight for 20 minutes. She cried. Her brain had found a new way to balance. That is what I want for you. A brain that finds new ways to make you strong. If you want that too, comment the number 7 right now. This small step tells your brain we are ready to grow. And if you haven't had water yet, stand up and drink 1 glass now. Then come back and keep listening. Your brain will thank you. Stay with me until the end, and you'll learn how to rewire your brain, break bad habits, and keep it young for life. You'll use this power while you learn English, so every minute here makes you sharper. Hit subscribe so we can train your brain every day. Millions of people feel stuck, but you are not one of them. You are here taking the first step. This is your moment. Think of this. Your brain is not a rock. It is soft, alive, and ready to grow. Every time you learn something new, your brain changes its shape. It builds new roads inside. This is what scientists call neuroplasticity. Your brain is not fixed. It can find new ways to work, even when part of it is hurt. Paul Bach-y-Rita proved this when his father had a big stroke. The doctors said the old man would never walk again. But Paul did not give up. He made a plan. He helped his father crawl on the floor like a baby. He asked him to touch and pick up marbles with his fingers. Day by day, the brain learned a new path. After months of hard work, the old man stood up and walked again. His brain had found new roads to send signals to his body. Imagine your brain like a city. When one road is broken, you can still build another road around it. At first, it is slow. The new road is small, like a dirt path. But if you keep using it, it becomes bigger, faster, smoother, like a highway. This is how you can change a habit, fix a problem, or learn a new skill. Think about when you first learned to ride a bike. At the start, you fell many times, but your brain was recording every try. It was building a new network to balance your body. After enough practice, one day you just stayed up and rode. That is neuroplasticity in action. Even small changes count. If you decide to brush your teeth with your other hand today, your brain has to think harder. It wakes up and makes new connections. If you walk a different way to the store, your brain builds a fresh map. These little things keep your brain young and sharp. Now stop for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. Roll your shoulders back and let them drop. If you have water near you, drink a glass now. Your brain needs water to send signals fast. When you give it what it needs, it will work better for you. Think of a child learning words. At first, they say them wrong, but you smile and repeat the right word. Soon they copy you. The brain works the same for adults. It listens, it tries, and it rewires. This is why it is never too late to learn English, play piano, or train your memory. Another story there was a man who lost his sense of balance after an ear problem. He could not stand without falling. A team of scientists gave him a small device that sent light signals to his tongue. When he put it on, he could stand still for a few seconds, then a minute, then 10 minutes. His brain was learning a new way to balance, using the tongue to replace the ear. That is how amazing your brain island. This is why you do not have to stay stuck with old habits. If you repeat a good habit every day, your brain will make it easier. If you stop feeding a bad habit, the old road becomes weaker. The brain always listens to what you do most. Write one thing you want to retrain today. Maybe it is, I want to wake up early, or I want to listen to English 10 minutes a day. Put it in the comments. This is not just writing. This is your brain's first step to build the new road. And when you do this, smile. Smiling also sends a signal to your brain. I feel safe. I am ready to grow. Keep this picture in mind. Every thought you think is like a seed. When you think it again and again, it grows roots. It grows strong. Choose which seeds you want to grow. Your brain is your best friend. It is always ready to change with you, as long as you give it practice and time. Cheryl felt like she was falling every single day, not just once, not just for a week, for 5 long years. Imagine waking up, taking one step, and feeling as if the ground has been pulled away from under you. She had to hold on to walls just to move from one room to another. She could not walk outside without help. She told her friends, "It feels like I'm on a ship that never stops rocking." Doctors told her there was nothing to fix, that she would have to live this way. Can you feel that weight? The fear that maybe tomorrow will be the same, and the day after that, and maybe forever. She started to avoid social events, even family dinners. She stopped reading books she loved because even turning her head to follow the lines made her dizzy. Then came the day she heard about a strange new device, a small piece of technology that could send tiny signals to her tongue. At first, she laughed. How could a signal on her tongue help her stand? But she was desperate. She tried it. The first time she put it on, something changed. She stood for 20 full minutes without falling. She felt tears run down her face. For the first time in 5 years, she felt stillness. When she took the device off, she thought the feeling would disappear, but it stayed for a while. Her brain had learned something in those 20 minutes. The next day, she tried again. Each session built on the one before, like bricks building a house. Over time, she no longer needed to hold the wall to walk. She no longer feared falling when she went outside. She started to dance again. Stop and think about this. Her brain found a brand new way to keep her body balanced. It didn't repair the broken part of the ear that caused the problem. It built another route using a new signal and taught the body how to stand tall. Now imagine your own brain doing the same for you. What is the one thing you wish you could change right now? Maybe you want to focus better at work. Maybe you want to stop forgetting names. Maybe you want to stay calm when life gets noisy. Your brain can do this, but it needs you to send it clear new signals again and again until it builds a new road. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow breath in. Hold it for 3 seconds and let it out. Picture yourself standing like Cheryl, strong, balanced, smiling. Your brain is listening right now. It is learning from every picture you give it. Even small actions count. When you sit up straight while you watch this, you tell your brain, this is important. Pay attention. When you take notes, even 1 or 2 words, you make the memory stronger. When you comment below and write balance, you turn this story into part of your own story. And think of the hope this gives for people with Parkinson's or for older adults who feel unsteady. Science is showing that it's not too late for them, and it's not too late for you. Each signal you give your brain is like water to a seed. Do it enough, and it will grow into something solid. If you are sitting right now, take a moment to move your body. Roll your shoulders back, lift your chin, and feel the floor under your feet. This is you sending a signal to your brain. We are steady. We are safe. Then type the first letter of your country in the comments. Let's see how many people around the world are building stronger brains together. This is where your new path begins. Cheryl's story is not just about standing still. It is about refusing to give up, refusing to let her brain stay stuck in an old pattern. And you can do the same. Every time you come back here to learn, every time you breathe, write, or repeat, you are telling your brain to grow new roots. When someone finally stands tall after years of falling, it lights a path for the next brave soul. That light now shines on Barbara. Her life began with shadows of confusion. She could not tell time, could not read words in order, and felt lost, even when the teacher was still talking. Each school day was a storm she had to sail through. Imagine sitting in class, hearing words as if they were puzzle pieces, but never fitting together. It was not laziness, her brain simply could not find the right road. But here is the turn that pain became her fire. Barbara refused to accept that this broken map was her only path. She began to look for ways to change her own brain. Step by step, she built mental exercises like lifting weights. But for her mind, one exercise was tracing clocks again and again until her brain could read time. Another was reading lines backward and forward until her brain started linking the words. This was not a quick fix. It took months, sometimes years, but her brain slowly built new roads inside. Pause for a moment. Take a slow breath. Can you feel what that means? If a brain can build a new road where none existed, what road do you want to build? Maybe it's remembering names faster, maybe focusing better at work, maybe speaking English without fear. Your brain is not a wall. It's a living garden. When you plant and water it, daily it grows. Science calls this neuroplasticity, the brain's gift to rewrite itself. Think of a city where a main street is blocked. At first, there is traffic, chaos, frustration. But soon workers build a new path. Cars flow again. Your brain works the same way. Every time you practice, you send signals that say, build here, grow here. Over time, the new path becomes strong and easy to use. Let's make this real. Write one English word you want to remember today. Say it out loud 3 times. This small act tells your brain, this is important. Like Barbara, you are designing a little mental gym for yourself. Barbara did not stop when her brain began to change. She built a school to help thousands of children with learning problems. She turned her private battle into a gift for the world. Picture her standing in that classroom, watching a child who once cried over homework now smile as they finish a page. That is the power you hold too, not just to fix yourself, but to become a light for someone else. Before we go on, check in with your body. Are you drinking enough water today? Take a sip right now. Your brain is almost 75% water. When you drink, you give it the fuel it needs to fire new signals. This is part of building the new you. Think of one area in your life where you keep telling yourself, I can't. What if you tried Barbara's way? Small steps repeated every day until the can't starts to fade. You may feel resistance at first. That is normal. When Barbara started, she felt tired, frustrated, ready to quit. But each session was like laying one more brick on the bridge that would one day carry her across. You are laying bricks right now just by listening, by thinking, by deciding that your brain can grow. When you practice again tomorrow, you add another brick. Keep going, and one day you will walk across that bridge with ease. So here is your challenge after this lesson. choose one thing you want to rewire. Maybe it's a bad habit, maybe a fear, maybe your memory. Write it down, look at it each morning, and say, "Today I train my brain." This is not magic. This is science plus action. Take one more deep breath. Close your eyes if you can. Picture Barbara as a little girl sitting with her notebook, trying again and again. Now, picture yourself doing the same. Maybe writing, maybe speaking English, maybe learning a new skill. Hold that picture for 10 seconds. This is how change begins. Not with one big leap, but with small, steady steps. When you open your eyes, know this. Your brain is listening. It is waiting for you to give the next signal, and the next, and the next. Every time you show up, you are building a better map. Barbara showed us that the brain can build new roads when we give it the right training. But here's the twist. The same brain that learns new skills can also learn things we never wanted it to. Every time you repeat a thought, good or bad, your brain is practicing it. It's like laying bricks on a road. Each brick makes the road smoother, easier to travel. Do it enough times, and suddenly it's a 4-lane highway, and your mind races down it without even asking you first. Think about a night you went to bed, replaying one little mistake. Maybe you said the wrong word, or had an awkward moment in a meeting. At first, it's just one thought, but the more you turn it over in your mind, the faster your heart beats, the tighter your chest feels. The next night, it takes even less to start the loop. This is the dark side of neuroplasticity. The brain doesn't know good from bad. It just learns what you feed it. Take a slow breath with me right now and let it out. That's your first step to telling your brain we're safe, we can stop running. There was a man with OCD who washed his hands dozens of times a day. Each wash only made the urge worse. But when doctors asked him to wait just 5 minutes before washing, something began to change. The wait felt impossible at first, but over time, the urge came and passed, and he learned he didn't always have to obey it. After months of practice, he washed only a few times a day. His brain had literally rewired itself. You may not have OCD, but maybe you have your own loop, checking your phone every 5 minutes, replaying yesterday's argument in your head, reaching for snacks whenever you're bored. Your brain is learning that loop too. The good news, you can teach it a new one. Right now, think of one habit you'd love to break. Maybe staying up too late, scrolling, maybe drinking soda every afternoon. Picture yourself doing one thing differently tonight. Turning off your phone 30 minutes earlier, grabbing a glass of water instead. Every time you do this, your brain weakens the old road and strengthens the new one. Pause with me for just a second. Roll your shoulders back. Feel your feet on the floor. That simple act wakes up your body and reminds your brain who's in charge. Scientists call this the plastic paradox. The very thing that frees you can also trap you. A musician who practices a wrong note over and over will lock it into his fingers. A person who always says, "I'm bad with names," is training the brain to forget names faster. Whatever we repeat becomes who we are, but you are not locked into that version of you. You can choose a new one. Think of a garden. If you stop watering weeds and start planting flowers, the weeds fade away. Your thoughts work the same way. Stop feeding the ones that drain you. Start feeding the ones that make you stronger. Here's a small practical step the next time you catch yourself spinning in a negative loop. Say, "Stop out loud." Then do one tiny action. Take a slow breath, drink a sip of water, write a single word on paper. Each small act pulls your brain off the old road and points it toward the new one. What would your life look like if that loop was gone? Can you feel how much time and energy you'd get back? A woman I know used to bite her nails every time she felt stressed. Instead of trying to quit by force, she trained herself to squeeze her hands together when she noticed the urge. At first, she still slipped, but little by little, the squeeze became her new habit. Months later, the old one had faded. She had built a new circuit. You can start tonight. Comment an X below if you're ready to break one habit and build a better one. When you type it, pause and smile. That small smile is a signal to your brain. We're changing. Before we move on, check in with yourself. Are you breathing shallow or deep? Take a full deep breath now. Hold it for 3 seconds. Let it go. That breath is not just for calm. It sends fresh oxygen to your brain, making it easier to learn and focus. Remember this. Your brain grows in the direction you use it most. Repeat fear, it grows fear. Repeat courage, it grows courage. Every time you show up here, learn one English phrase, take one small action. You are shaping a brain that works for you, not against you. And when you slip, because you will, that's not failure, it's feedback. Brains are built through repetition, not perfection. Every try is a brick on the new road you're building. Take one last moment with me. Look around your room. Find one thing you feel grateful for. Maybe it's the chair holding you up. Maybe the peace of this quiet moment. Say thank you out loud. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to train your brain to grow better loops. Now sit tall, breathe in, and feel it. You are already changing. Aging is not the slow slide we were taught to fear. Science has found something remarkable. Your brain can make new brain cells for as long as you live. Think about that. Every single day, your brain has a chance to grow younger. There's a study I love about a group of seniors who spent 6 weeks training their memory. At the start, many of them forgot phone numbers, missed appointments, and felt embarrassed asking their grandkids to repeat things. But by the end, their IQ scores had gone up. Some said they felt like they had stepped back 10 years. One man said, "I can follow a conversation at the dinner table again. I feel like I'm back." That is the power inside your head right now. Take a slow breath with me. Hold it for 3 seconds, then let it go. Feel how even one deep breath clears a little space. That space is where your brain starts making room for something new. It's easy to think that memory loss is just part of getting older, but scientists have seen that much of it comes from lack of challenge. When we stop learning, the brain saves energy by trimming unused circuits. It's like a path in the woods. If no one walks there, it gets overgrown. But the moment you walk it again, it starts to open. That is why learning a new skill at any age can light up your brain like a city coming alive at night. Imagine this. You sit at a piano and learn a new song, or you try a few words in a new language. At first it feels slow, maybe clumsy, but with each try, you are telling your brain, "Build this road." After a week, your hands move smoother, or the words come faster. This is not just practice. This is you growing new cells, new connections. Pause and check in with your body. Are your shoulders tight? Roll them back. Let your yav relax. A relaxed body is like fertile soil. It helps new learning take root. Here's a simple exercise you can try tonight. Pick one thing you've never done before and spend 10 minutes on it. It could be drawing, dancing, learning 3 new English words, or even taking a new route on your evening walk. The point is novelty. Novelty wakes up your brain like sunlight on closed blinds. A woman I met started learning to juggle at 68. The first week, she dropped the balls every few seconds, but she laughed and kept going. By the end of the month, she could keep them in the air for almost a minute. Her friends said she looked brighter, even younger. It wasn't magic. It was neurogenesis, her brain growing new cells as she learned. Right now, picture yourself 6 months from today. You wake up and feel alert before your alarm. You remember where you left your keys. You recall names at work facts from books, even the joke your friend told last night. You walk into a room and know why you're there. There's a lightness in your chest because you trust your brain again. Close your eyes for a moment and let that picture settle. This is not a dream. This is a path you can build day by day. Each new thing you try, each deep breath you take, each small challenge you give yourself is like watering the flowers in that future. And when you slip, maybe you forget to practice one day. Don't call it failure. Call it feedback. The brain learns through repetition, not perfection. Every time you come back, you make the path stronger. As you listen now, choose one new skill you want to explore this week. It could be cooking a recipe you've never tried, or reading a short story in English and telling someone about it. Say it in your mind. When you write it down later, you double the effect, because writing itself is brain training. Let's pause one more time before we move on. Take 3 deep breaths, slow and steady. With each breath, feel as if you are sweeping dust out of a room, making space for what's next. And when you open your eyes, know this, your brain is already changing. You are not just learning, you are rewiring, growing, getting younger with every step. Think about everything we've just walked through. The old man who learned to walk again, Cheryl, standing still after years of falling, Barbara, building her own brain, and those seniors who made their minds feel 10 years younger. Each of them proved something huge. The brain listens to the signals we give it. Day after day, signal after signal, until a new road is built. Now, jump ahead 1 full year. You wake up before the alarm and stretch with energy. Your keys are right where you left them, and you grab them without thinking. At work, someone introduces themselves, and their name sticks on the first try. No awkward sorry. What was it again? Later you read a page of a book, and the words stay clear in your head. When pressure rises, you catch it early and breathe before it owns you. By evening, you watch an English video and surprise yourself. You understand more. You even whisper the new words with confidence. Walking to bed, you realize how much calmer and sharper you are now. It feels earned because it island step by step. You trained your brain to get here. Let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine started drawing one sketch every night just for 5 minutes. At first, her lines were shaky, but after a few weeks, her brain felt sharper at work too. She said, "It's like someone turned the lights back on in my head. This is what happens when you keep giving your brain small, new challenges. The effect spreads everywhere." Pause with me here. Sit up straight. Roll your shoulders back. Take 1 deep breath in, hold it for 3 seconds, and let it out slow. Feel how your chest opens, how your mind feels just a little lighter. This is your body telling your brain we are awake. We are ready for more. You have been planting seeds with every lesson we shared. Now water them. Write 1 word in the comments right now, the word growth, to tell your brain, I'm building something new. When you type it, let yourself smile. That smile is a signal too. You are not just thinking about change, you are doing it. And imagine 6 months from now, someone asks you, how do you stay so focused? How do you keep learning like this? You'll laugh a little because the answer is simple. You showed up 1 lesson at a time, 1 action at a time. You built a brain that works with you, not against you. This is the moment to choose. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Your brain is listening. Give it the signal that says grow. Your brain has been walking with us through every story, standing with Cheryl, training with Barbara, waking up new cells with those seniors. It has been listening, learning, building roads. This moment is not the end. It is the start of a new map inside you. Picture waking up tomorrow with a soft smile on your face. Sunlight slips through the curtain, and your body feels light, like you slept 10 hours, even if you didn't. You reach for your phone and know exactly where it is, no frantic search. Before you check it, you drink a glass of cool water, feeling it wake your body. The day feels slower, like you have space to breathe. When a small stress hits you, pause, take one long breath, and notice your heart and stay calm. At lunch, you hear an English phrase from yesterday's lesson, and it rolls off your tongue easily. No fear, no pause. That tiny win makes you laugh to yourself. In that moment, you feel it your mind is learning a new way to be. Let me ask you, if this much can shift in just one day, what will 6 months bring? Imagine sitting at dinner, telling a story, and remembering every detail. Imagine finishing a book and still holding the key points in your mind the next morning. Imagine walking into a room and speaking English with ease, feeling proud instead of tense. You are not just learning words, you are building a new self, brick by brick, loop by loop. Take a deep breath with me right now. Feel the air open space in your chest. Drop your shoulders, let your face soften. Your brain learns faster when your body feels safe, and this moment of calm is the best gift you can give it. I want you to do one more small thing. Look around your room and find one object that makes you grateful. Maybe it is a warm cup, maybe the quiet of this moment. Whisper thank you. Gratitude trains your brain to look for the light instead of the dark. And the more you practice, the more light you will see. You are here, and that means you have already taken the first step. Millions of people never get this far. You are different. You are building a brain that will serve you for years to come. Comment the word growth below to make a promise to yourself. When you type it, let your lips form a smile. That smile is another signal to your brain. This is who we are now. And tomorrow come back. Give yourself 5 more minutes of building. Each day you return, you add one more layer to this new you. 1 year from now, you will look back and see how far you have come, not just in your English, but in your focus, your memory, your calm. I'm proud of you for staying until the end. If this video helped you, press number 7 inches the comments, so I know you are here and so I can cheer you on. Your brain is not done, and neither are we. I'll see you tomorrow. This is English Calm, a channel built with care. Comment your country, or just the first letter. We truly value every word. Thank you for being here. See you in the next story.